Good morning, students. This is Murthy sir. In the last class, you have learnt about kingdom Plantae in Robert Whittaker's 5 kingdom classification. Today, let us learn about kingdom Animalia. Just like two broad categories in Plantae, non-flowering plants and flowering plants. Non-flowering plants or cryptogams and flowering plants or phanerogams. In the same way, in Animalia, there are two broad categories. They are invertebrates and vertebrates. Here you can see the outline classification, animal classification, invertebrates and vertebrates. In vertebrates, 5 different classes are there. They are fishes, amphibians, reptiles, birds and mammals. According to Robert Whittaker's 5 kingdom classification, in invertebrates, 8 different phyla are there. Invertebrates are animals without a backbone or bony skeleton. They range in size from microscopic mites and almost invisible flies to giant squid with soccer ball size eyes. This is by far the largest group in the animal kingdom. 97% of all animals are invertebrates. Now let us see the 8 different phyla in invertebrates. The first one is Porifera, second one Cnidaria, third one Platyhelminthes, fourth one Nematoda, fifth one Annelida, sixth one Echinodermata, seventh one Mollusca, and eighth one Arthropoda. Invertebrates either reproduce sexually or asexually. Poriferans or marine organisms, they are sedentary organisms. They are attached to rocks. They do not move. These are pore-bearing multicellular animals. The body has no organs. They exhibit holozoic nutrition. The body is radially symmetrical. They can regenerate their lost parts. So regeneration is seen in these organisms. Now let us learn about holozoic nutrition. It is a type of heterotrophic nutrition that is characterized by the ingestion and internal processing of food particles. In animals, this is merely taking food through the mouth. Now let us learn what is radial symmetry. It is a symmetry in which the sides exhibit correspondence or regularity of parts around a central axis. It is lacking left and right sides. Now let us see the different examples of poriferans. Here you can see Euplectella, Cycon, Euspongia and Sponzilla. These are different poriferans which are sedentary animals. Now let us move on to the second invertebrate phylum, Cnidaria. It is also called Coelenterata. Coelenterates are mostly aquatic or marine habitat animals. These species exhibit a tissue level of organization. The mouth is enclosed by thin and short tentacles. Coelenterates are diploblastic animals in which the body is made up of 2 layers of cells. Cnidarians or coelenterates, they reproduce asexually through budding. Students, I hope you all remember budding in Hydra, which you have learnt in 8th standard. Cnidarians or coelenterates, they have body cavities. They are radially symmetrical. Digestion is both intracellular and extracellular. So coelenterates are more evolved than poriferans. Now let us see some examples of coelenterates: jellyfish, corals, sea anemones, hydra. All these are different examples of cnidarians. Corals, they form attractive structures called coral reefs. They are seen in Andaman Sea coast and also in the Australian sea coast. It is called Great Barrier Reef. The third invertebrate phylum is Platyhelminthes. These are also called flatworms. The characteristics of flatworms are they are free-living or parasitic. They are simplest animals that are bilaterally symmetrical. It means when you cut the body vertically into 2 equal halves, right side pattern and left side pattern will be similar. And flatworms are triploblastic animals. Their body contains three germ layers, that is, outer ectodermis, middle mesodermis, and inner endodermis. Students, here you can see the diagrammatic representation of three germ layers, ectodermis, mesodermis, and endodermis. In flatworms, epidermis has cilia or cuticle. Cilia are small hair-like structures. Cuticle is outer protective layer. They are acoelomate animals. They don't contain a body cavity. Here you can see the different examples of flatworms: tapeworm, planaria, parasitic fluke. All these are different examples of flatworms. Now let us learn about fourth invertebrate phylum, Nematoda. Let us see the characteristics of nematodes. Nematodes are bilaterally symmetrical. In them only longitudinal muscles are present, no segmentation in the body. They are pseudocoelomate. Body cavity is not fully developed. Separate sexes, male and female, are there. Internal fertilization takes place in nematodes. Body contains three germ layers, outer ectoderm, middle mesoderm, and inner endoderm. Complete digestive system is developed in nematodes. You will not find circulatory or respiratory system in nematodes. The biological word for three germ layers is triploblastic. Already you learned that. Now let us see the important examples of nematodes, Ascaris and Wuchereria. Wuchereria bancrofti is called the filarial worm, which causes elephantiasis or filariasis. So these are parasitic worms which cause infections in humans. The fifth invertebrate phylum is Annelida. Now let us learn the characteristics of annelids. In annelids, segmentation is seen, metameric body plan. The body is divided into small segments or parts. They are eucoelomate, means body cavity is completely developed. In annelids, circulatory system is closed type. The excretory organs are nephridia or gills. Respiration takes place either through diffusion or with the help of gills. In annelids, central nervous system contains brain and spinal cord, and reproduction is either asexual or of sexual mode. Closed circulatory system in annelids is a developed type of circulatory system with the help of thin blood vessels. Annelids are bilaterally symmetrical and triploblastic animals. The best examples for annelids are earthworm and leech. Earthworm, friend of the farmer, and leech is an ectoparasite.